Good evening or afternoon to all Penabur Drama students, grade 7. Today we are going to talk about chapter 4, which is planning a dramatic theater performance. To make a dramatic theater performance or a show, you need to make a plan. In other words, we need guidance to make a performance or a show. This guidance in theater is called script. And after we have the script, we need to make divisions. We need to create divisions. There are two divisions. The first one is art divisions. The second one is production divisions. The leader for art divisions is director, and the leader for production divisions is production leader, and they are workers for art divisions. They are stage actor and actress, soundman, costume crew or artist, music artist, stage crew and manager, lighting crew or artist. And for the productions, there are fund divisions, transportation, documentation, public relation divisions, marketing divisions, and refreshment divisions, who are responsible for food and kind of those stuffs and etc. And after we create these divisions, we can start with the practices. Remember, practice make things perfect. So we need to practice our reading and script memorizing. And after that, we do the blocking. And after blocking, after all the things complete, we do the dress rehearsal before the D-Day or the performance. So that was my introduction for you guys having a slight big picture about this topic. So let's get started with the first step to plan a dramatic theater performance. Okay, the first one, planning a dramatic theater. The first thing we have to have is a script. We have to have a script. So, script is a piece of writing in the form of story or play with dialogues and setting information inside of it. And there are four values for considerations for the script. They are philosophy value, artistic value, ethic value, commercial values. So the philosophy value, it means the script has to have a strong fundamental or basic for knowledge, reason, existence, and language. And the second value, artistic value, which means the script has to have a fine value, which means it will show a good play with a good aesthetic and intellectual beauty when it is performed. The third value, ethic value. The script must have a moral message. The fourth, commercial value. It has to be attractive. So it will have a selling value. So the people will not get disappointed when they give their money for the ticket. Second, having a director. The second step for planning a dramatic theater. The first one is choosing a script, right? And there are values for the script. And now the second one is having a director. After having a script, we have to have a director. We chose a director. So director is the leader of the theater performance. His responsible is to make or choose a script, developing the script into an entertaining play, give direction to all of the divisions with a good leadership attitude. Third, having the stage actor and actress. Stage actor or actress is a person who play the story and make the story alive. Fourth, having the crew. Crew is a person who do technical matters. He or she is the one who will make things happen in a perfect conditions. For artistic or production divisions, making and helping all the creations into real things. Okay, next, practice our reading and script memorizing. In this step, the director starts to prepare the actors and actresses to do dramatic reading and do the casting. And after the actor and actress has the cast, they start to memorizing the script. In this step, the director also has to make a practice schedule until the performance. This schedule must be followed by all the divisions with discipline. There are several ways to practice our reading and script memorizing. So let's start with the reading part. Steps in reading. The first is by sitting in circle and read the script in turns with the clock directions. Second, reading the whole script without a haste and observe the script carefully. Third, reading the script word by word without a haste and carefully. Fourth, reading every line of the dialogues. Fifth, reading with a full punctuation awareness. Punctuations means the comma, the dot, the question marks, kind of like that. The sixth, reading by finding the dialogue correlation. Correlation means connection. So you have to find the connection of your line with others' line. So that means by correlation, connection. 7. Reading with understanding. 8. Finding private time to read the script individually. The next, memorizing. Steps for memorizing. First, reading all the lines repeatedly. Second, reading the specific lines repeatedly. Third, reading a line and try to memorize it. Fourth, finding words cue to make the memorizing easier. And then the fifth, recording the reading and memorizing it by hearing from the recording. Sixth, try to memorize the other player's line as a cue for our own. Okay, next, the blocking. Blocking is a movement and positioning of actors on a stage And there are 4 functions of the blocking. The first function is interpreting the script into the actor's play so it can be seen and understood by the audience. Second, giving a practical foundation for building characterizations on stage. Third, picturing an artistic stage view. Fourth, helping the actors for having an understandable play in dialogues and gestures, making the meaning of the scene delivered clearly. And there are 5 conditions for a good blocking. First condition, balanced. The stage must not look full on one side while the other side is looked empty. It must be looked equal from every side of the audience side. Second, variation. The movement and positioning must have varieties so it will not become a boring show. Third, centered. It means the positioning or blocking have to be able to be seen clearly and focused. It is important for a scene involving a lot of actions and people on one scene. Fourth, natural. Though the movement and positionings are arranged and directed, it has to be looked natural. The audience must see it as a true and honest movement play. Fifth, complete. The blocking must not destroy the other's scenes or blocking. All the blocking made have to support each other's to create a whole, full dramatic play. In order to accomplish or get all of these conditions and meet all the 4 functions of blocking completed, a director has to know the stage position part. And these are the picture for the stage positions part. The first thing that is important, we have to know where the audience are. And after that, we can pointing the stage part, like the up right, up center, up left, center right, center, left center, down right, down center, down left, kinds like that. Next, composition. If blocking talks about the movement and positioning, composition is more about how the actors stand in between or among the properties and others at the stage or a scene. There are kinds of composition: symmetric composition, asymmetric composition, balanced composition, and the last one, unbalanced composition. Let's start with the symmetric composition. Here is the picture. So this composition makes 2 parts of the stage look very similar: the people and the properties. Next, the asymmetric composition. This is the picture. This composition is used to give more focus on the other side of the stage. It is good if we have more than 2 scenes at the same act on one stage. Next, balanced compositions. As the picture shown, this composition is a composition where all of the stage positions are wisely used, so it will make the play having more varieties and look more attractive without losing any focus. The last, unbalanced composition. As the picture shown, this composition is composition where is used for narrowing the focus to create a more dramatic scene. So, focusing the blocking. The most important things in designing a play is to be successful in taking the audience attention and even heart and their emotions. That's why we need to design the actions and play through a good focused blocking. And there are principles for blocking positions. The first principle, we have to reduce a full front body position. We have to reduce directing our body in a straight, full direction to the audience. Try to at least give the quarter of our body's side facing to the audience. In other words, diagonal body position to give more viewing dimensions for the audiences. Second, always having a concept that in every moment, in every movement, always end it with our upper body part as the last position, that is in a more forward position. Third, always having a concept that every action we do, we have to try our best to only use our upper body part. Fourth, always try to avoid doing actions that can block our face from the audience view. Fifth, always try to look at the interlocutor. Interlocutor means our dialogue partner. At the opening and ending of the dialogues, we can sometimes look at the audience for variation. We are getting closer to the end of the topic, to the chapter. Stop and go. Stop and go. It is a warm-up that involved listening and body awareness. It helps us to memorize our act in a play part by part. It helps the actors to understand the movement and walking patterns. In this section, the director gives the blocking, walking, and action patterns to the actor part by part. Things that can be fixed in these sections are the appreciation of character and expressions. B. Adjustment of the blocking of the settings. C. Action and reactions between the actors. D. Group and individual timing technique. E. The harmony of the act. Next, run through. Run through is the same as rehearsal, but it is without a costume and makeup. The play is played through without stops. After the run through, some people usually have an evaluation. There are things to be considered in this part. A. Acting transmigration for one scene to the next scene. B. The scene's correlations. C. Teamwork between the art and production divisions. D. The message delivery. E. The role appreciations. F. The dialogue's recognition or understanding. G. Actors blocking. H. The dramatic tensions plot. I. The rhythm of the play. Okay, I hope you understand about the stop and go and run through. And the very last part, the dress rehearsal. So the first one is choosing a script, choosing a director, and then do the reading and script memorizing, blocking, and the last one, dress rehearsal. It is the final rehearsal before the performance. In this time, all the costume, makeup, music, properties, all kind of stuff, the art things has to be completed without compromises or lacking. There are two kinds of rehearsal. The rehearsal without a demanding of a full perfection of the art divisions, which mistakes and flaws or lacking are still acceptable in the performance. The dress rehearsal. This rehearsal is the practice with the exact real performance as it will be at the D-Day. So this is the last part of the topic. I hope you enjoy the time of learning from home. Be healthy, be excited, be cool, and take care. God bless you.